Listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now. I am mad at my favorite fucking sport. And that happens to be the NHL. What a fucking absolute fucking shit show of an all-star game like skills competition it was. And I'm a huge hockey fan, and I watched the all-star game, which was kind of entertaining. It was fun. But it's your boy Rocky Prop, Rookie Bets, Reverse Kermit, all those good things, and Double Down Dan. And last week we came through. What day were we on, Dan? Was it Friday? It was this week, right?
Yeah, Friday.
It was Friday. And we were giving out picks for the NHL skills competition. And I was hyped. I never betted on it before. I've been to one live in person. It's really fun. And we started throwing out some picks. And, from the look of it, I got the board for our previous picks. We had a slew of just great players. Pasternak, Kucherov, fucking Barzell, Matthews, and we really I've not I've been on a tear this season. Dan can verify this too for hockey picks.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, this is gonna be so much fun. Nikita Kucherov leads the league in points. Austin Matthews leads the league in goals. Basically, what I'm gonna get into is this. This is how the night ended up. And listen, I'm not that mad about it because it's not like I'm betting on like an actual game and like I fucked up, but like what a weird, fucking terrible skills competition. So if you don't know what the skills competition is, basically what it is, it's like the NBA All-Star game with the dunk contest. They do a bunch of different shit. On top of, they took out the dunk contest style shootout, which I did not like, where they do a bunch of crazy tricks and they bring out guests and fucking like all this wild shit with goalies. It was terrible. Dan, you watched it and you were texting me the whole time. Should I read some of the text?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to see if there's anything that I can read that doesn't have.
Yeah, it's some bad shit that I texted. Jesus Christ, dude.
Let's see. All right. So it started out by saying, dude, this is disgusting. I can't believe I'm watching this. And then I reply, worst one ever. Not even a shootout skills comp. And you go, we got murdered, bunch of bitches. Jesus Christ, we're not even close on any of these. Ha ha. Dude, of course we drew McDavid. That was for the Georgiev one that we'll get to.
I cannot believe we hit that one, by the way. Keep going.
Man. And that was the best odds. Then you were like, let's go after that one hit.
Yeah.
Covered your losses, and then a lot of obscene swear words that I can't mention. And you said this was terrible. Dude, what the fuck? And I said, I'm sorry. I just said I'm sorry because basically
I'm just so sorry.
I got some clips to show, but I'm gonna break it off like this. So I put a little drunk emoji next to Nikita Kucherov because dude, he had to have been sloshed or he really just did not want to be there or something.
I don't fucking think he was. I think he was just being a fucking prick. But please roll the goddamn clip. Please just roll that shit.
This is what Nikita Kucherov. So let me just preface this clip by saying we had him for the one-timer challenge and this, I don't even have the one-timer challenge clip, but like this is basically his whole performance of the entire night. This is exactly how it went.
You could tell a little hesitant.
Up next, Nikita Kucherov. We talked about his monster season, even better than his MVP season. An absolute future Hall of Famer. What a career he's building. John Cooper raves about his commitment. So last year, his season ends, and they lose to the Maple Leafs. Took about a week off. Rented a rink in Tampa and was on the ice every day.
Leads the league in scoring.
And it's shown this year. He's really kind of got a good opportunity to rest because it didn't go deep into the playoffs. But for me, one of the.
I'm not sensing a lot of intensity here, Messi.
not quite enough intensity whatsoever here. But I love the way he plays the game.
Wayne Gretzky saying that.
He might have got into Tom Wilson's cooler.
4
points for Kucherov. This is not a good look, quite frankly, and the fans are booing him. And that's what happens when you don't try your best and you're in a hockey city like Toronto. They're going to let you know.
Yeah, that fan's not too pleased with it.
Not a great look for
just fucking cruising down the ice, man. Can we talk about, okay, first and foremost, that was embarrassing. I understand trying to be cool and not, I get it. But like, Why did they open up lines for this shit if only McDavid was going to try?
I don't know. And like McDavid put it all together, and they came to Connor McDavid and they're like, Connor, you're so good. Can you help us make it more entertaining? He's like, sure. Let me start by getting rid of the funnest, most entertaining category, because fuck that. And let's just put some money on the line for the players. And let's do that. That'll get them going. And I'm not saying so he had definitely the worst performance of the night, but I'll tell you right now that like him and Pasternak did not try as hard as they should have or they could have. I think the only people that tried were McCarr, McDavid, and McKinnon. And that's about
it. And that was like, I mean, that was like it was McDavid by a long shot and then everybody else below him. Like,
dude, if you look at the speed of how fast McDavid was going through that drill compared to Kucherov, it's fucking insane. It is absolutely insane.
One thing, this was the worst look out of, I can't tell you how like it illegitimizes the fucking NHL. Like it just does. It makes them look like fucking like douchebags. It just it sucks, dude. But yeah, like right off the bat, I'm like, oh shit, nobody's trying. Okay, I should have like definitely
not bet on this,
dude. I should have definitely scaled the fuck back. And easiest fucking thing. I think McDavid won 5 out of 7 categories. If we would have bet him for everything, we had a plus number on most of that shit, by the way. If we would have bet him for everything,
like
not all of it though. Not all of it. Dude, for some of the competitions he fucking won, he was like a +5 or +4. Like if we had just fucking bet him across the board, we would have been up so much fucking money.
Dude, you want to know why he had to try though? Like, obviously he loves hockey, but too, like, can you imagine if the best player in the league, like, just didn't try? How much of a fucking shamble that would have been already.
Well, and one thing that fucking tells me though is like you have a weird competition, like lack of competition in the NHL. Because I'm just telling you right now, I'm not a world-class like skater by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a good hockey player. Rocky is the hockey player here, but like just like out of a competitive, like just nature, I would not be able to just turn in a shitty performance like that.
No, you would have tried harder.
I want to fucking destroy somebody. I would have fucking
smoked his time.
That's what I'm saying.
Kucherov leads the entire league in points.
It was a shitty fucking showing. Let's just put it that
way. It was fucking terrible. So the one highlight of the night that I will mention on is Alexander Georgiev, who that was my like dark horse, and I think he had one of the most promising odds. Kucherov's fucking line should have been plus fucking 1100.
Yeah,
and he went what? So I turned it off. I was like, this, like fuck all this. On top of but I turned it off on top of not only just like we had bets on it, but as a hockey fan, I was like, fuck this,
disgusted.
Fuck. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
And oddly enough, for some reason, I put the most of my change that I bet that night on Georgiev because I don't know. I felt really good about it. And you text me and you go, of course, we drew McDavid, which is another weird fucking thing because I thought the last time I saw this kind of contest with the goalies it was like the entire team going into shootout for 2 shots each against one goalie. And then like you get to see through everybody. So we drew our matchup for our goaltender between the best player in the league. And I turned it on right when it was like halfway through, and he was smoking McDavid. He was like, King.
Dude, I was celebrating on text. It saved the entire night. I actually put more on him too than I did the other ones for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it hit. It saved the entire night. I was furious, man. That whole that shootout thing, like a one player picks one goalie, that's the stupidest fucking thing I can
ridiculous.
Ever. What are you doing, man?
Dude, if it was my job to fucking pick the All-Star Skills competition, I'd feed it to them like babies. Like half of the guys look there like they don't want to be there. They want because everybody else is on vacation. If you're not at the All-Star game, you get a free vacation. Everyone that gets selected kind of gets pissed. So, dude, I would make it fucking like fun. I'd make it fucking fun. So they
no
can be
shit
excited to go.
Also, How publicized was it that Connor McDavid designed all the fucking
Not
shit?
at all. The only thing that I heard is that they talked to Connor McDavid to try to make it more competitive, just like how they talked to LeBron to try to make the All-Star game more
Which is
competitive
like
in the NBA.
fucking ridiculous. That's all they said. And then during the broadcast, they're like, Connor McDavid came in, designed everything. He's the one that fucking. I'm like, fucking really?
He went up for the fucking I don't know if it was the stick handling drill or not, or which one it was. They're like, this is what McDavid does every summer. This is his drill.
This is all he does.
Fantastic.
And he did it in like fucking like he had what like 6 seconds to spare or some shit like that.
It was ridiculous.
Dude, it was so dumb. And then half the people we selected just didn't even try. Austin Matthews came out there with like the biggest limp dick slap shot I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
It was terrible.
Like fucking what's his name? Who's the guy that won? I forget his fucking name.
Is it Cale Makar?
Maybe. It was either the Makar or the guy that won last year.
Patterson.
They fucking dude, Pedersen comes up and like has like a shitty slap shot and he goes like 3 miles faster than Matthews' fastest one. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude,
man?
it's because they're all just like, well, I'm just here so I don't get fined. It was fucking terrible. And like to wrap up this fucking terrible fucking topic, Georgiev saved our night. For some reason I had like 20 on him, and I actually came up $40 on the whole night, oddly enough, with that Georgiev one. And it was just I could have done every Kucherov skill competition better than he did, and he leads the league in scoring, and that's because he did not try. And then there's a term that I live by in life, Dan. This is what I live by. It's hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Amazing.
That's what I live by.
It should be in every sports movie, but depressing. Like if you're a fan of Kucherov, it's a little depressing. I'm not gonna
NHL. If you want to fix the skills competition, shoot me a fucking call. I'll actually teach you guys something about hockey.
Shoot us a fucking email.
No, literally, you know what one of the first things I'd add would be?
What?
I'd add like per team, you put up one player against one player, literally like an on the spot draft, and it's a 1-on-1 with a goalie behind you, and they have to like go around one of the defensemen 1-on-1. That'd be fucking entertaining, and also be like, I'm not gonna let this dude shut me down. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah,
but also all these fucking players, half of them would sit there and be like,
that like want to be cool. Like I just don't get, and like. Not to be this guy, but how many of these guys make $1 million a year?
All of them.
Like
all of them make more than $1 million a year. Nylander just signed an $88.5 million contract.
Okay, so what is the point of putting up $1 million? Like, what's the point?
I don't know. It's fucking stupid. I have no clue.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nobody
even tried.
Makar was like, if I win, I'm going to split it with my D core because some of them don't make over $1 million a year. Like, okay, that's fantastic. Whatever. There's 6 guys in your defensive core, whatever. It was whack. And just for reference, like I do know my hockey shit, and like this is one of the only ones I have up, but this is what we did literally like the day before we picked those picks. And it was just like you can't predict and bet on effort.
No,
unfortunately. Like to fucking just stand up and do something. But let's pivot a little bit. So we have a couple topics for today. The whole fucking stream is based on NASCAR, NBA, and NHL. Fuck the entire skills competition and all that, and I never want to look at it again. I do have one clip I want to show you. This is crazy. By the way, if you want to talk while there's clips being made, you got to unmute your mic while it's on. This is a clip that's going viral right now, and it's because the sports bettor placed a bet that hit, and the sports book told him it didn't. I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay. From home, De'Aaron Fox, guarded by T.J. McConnell. Domantas Sabonis back home here in Indiana, going strong to his strong hand. Good to see a great start from Domas.
I want you to watch this one more time. So basically what the bet was, he picked someone in another game to start the first basket in the form of the basket as a layup, and he hit that. The odds are plus 11,000, and he put, I think, $10 on it. So what do you think that would, what's that payout, you think?
Plus 11, that should be at least at the 1,100.
Yeah, so look at this, and so the ball goes to Sabonis, and tell me if this is a layup or not.
From home, De'Aaron Fox, guarded by T.J. McConnell. Domantas Sabonis back home here in Indiana, going strong to his strong hand. Good to see a great start from Domas.
Yeah.
So he did not get paid. Every other sports book labeled it as a layup. and he did not get paid. And the odds were 18,600. Can you believe that?
I'm okay. How is that not a layup though? He bounced it off the backboard.
I'm gonna play it one more time.
Laid it up.
I think they're trying to say because his hand was over the rim that's technically a dunk, but he touched it off the square of the glass.
From home, De'Aaron Fox, guarded by TJ McConnell. Domantas Sabonis back home here in Indiana, going strong to his strong hand. Good to see.
Not only did he lay it up, it was not even in the square. It was outside the square. So the only way you can get that in off that side of the backboard is through a layup. Yeah, so that's one thing I wanted to bring to you. So like, is that a common thing?
Yeah, that'll happen, and that's like, what was that? DraftKings or FanDuel?
I'll tell you right now.
From home, De'Aaron Fox, guarded by TJ McConnell. Domantas Sabonis back home here.
I think that's DraftKings' layout. Yeah, DraftKings.
Here's what I'm gonna say. That's the worst. Like you'll see, like FanDuel, I feel like doesn't have that many of these issues. DraftKings is the one I see that has the most issues like that. But yeah, no, I've literally had last night even Prize Picks. Yeah, I'm on ESPN. I fucking put something in on Prize Picks for MMA last night. There was 2 things I liked, and I put a little bit on it. Both hit. On ESPN, it said this guy had 40 significant strikes. His line was like over 2750, right? I checked back later, and it's graded as a loss. And ESPN has like updated his significant strikes to like 23. And I'm like, the fuck is this? Yeah. Happens all the fucking time, dude.
Wow. That's like a stat.
That's
correction.
A fucking layup. Like that
was a layup.
That's a fucking layup.
Dude,
there's that's not like, I understand if he like banks it off the glass. Like I get that, but like he like
the physical term of taking something and laying it down or laying it up is like it's the motion of him.
That's the motion. Is that not the fucking motion?
What do they call it? A sky hook?
That's fucking ridiculous.
After the first basket, sky hook,
like,
which no one's used since Will
to pay it out. But like, if he has $10 on fucking something at 18,600, whatever the fuck, it's like $1,800. Like, how is that a big fucking deal for a sports book that probably accepts millions of dollars in losses every day?
So is that the multiple? So do I just take 11 and multiply it?
No.
How do you do that math?
I have no idea. I think it's like if you bet $100, you would win 18,600, right?
Yes, that's what it is. Yes.
Yeah. So if he put $10 on it, it'd be 1,800.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, dude. I would have been so fucking pissed, and that's something I'm gonna keep an eye out because, like, I'm new sports betting, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm up a G on my shit, and it's I'd be fucking pissed, and I've had some go my way. I've had some stat corrections where, like, after the game, like, he only had 2 shots on goal, and I'm like, fuck. And then I look back on like an hour, and I'm like, dude, how many shots did he have again? And he had 4. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? And then I've also been on the other side of like stat corrections that they were like, oh, it actually went off the post, so Drew actually has 1 instead of 3, and it fucking really
fucked us. That fucked us. That we had a huge parlay on that too. Yeah, it's bullshit though. Like when you really think about it, like come on, man. Like, is that a stat correction, or is that just like, hey, a lot of people fucking threw some cash on this, so maybe
I doubt a lot of people threw cash on the layups.
I'm just like, that's what I'm saying. But like, what else can you call that? Like, that is like,
you can call them being stingy. Like, yeah, that's close enough. It's not even close in my opinion. That's not close at all. It's a layup.
Fucking layup, dude. That's crazy.
They're like, you know what? I'm not feeling it today. Wow. Who gets to make that call?
Dude, I am shocked. I am fucking shocked that DraftKings hasn't come out and been like, our bad on that one. Because that makes them look like a fucking joke.
Makes them look terrible. While we're on the topic of basketball, I want to pivot to the games that are on tonight. Because I've been doing really well with just to win straight up bets on a lot of basketball games. Last night, I took the Kings over the Bulls. I took the Knicks over the Lakers, which did not hit. I took the Bucks over the Mavericks and the Cavs over the Spurs. And I had a parlay with all of them together that did not hit. But I had a 2-leg here, a 3-leg here, and I think I also added the Nets to beat the Sixers on one of them. So I came out pretty nice last night. The Sixers, by the way, if you want to bet against them, they're absolutely annihilated with injuries. Embiid tore his Achilles or some shit.
Meniscus.
But his meniscus, yeah. But tonight is like, so I've been talking about this on the stream for a while. I've been targeting favorites, but not in like. So obviously, everyone could just bet the favorites and say they're going to get a chance to win. But like favorites, also including like their past game stretches, and also if you want to mix them in, like I would mix them into hockey and do really well. But the only thing is with hockey is that like a favorite isn't as primed to hit as like it would in the NFL possibly or in the NBA because like a couple bounces here and there, the fucking game is fucking out of hand and the underdog's winning. Or within like basketball, usually the best teams outscoring them by like 30 points. But I'm not saying throw all your money on everybody in one parlay, but I'm saying there are a lot of matchups that you can absolutely fucking target. Like, for example, this matchup right here, the Suns and the Wizards. The Wizards have 4 of their starting 5 out with injury. And they're playing against Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. So that's an easy. Here, my bad. I totally did not pop that up. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal and fucking Kevin Durant. So that's an easy guaranteed win. Like there's no shot the Wizards beat the Suns tonight. It's today. There's no absolute shot. Dan, would you concur?
Yeah.
And the Magic against the Pistons. The Pistons have won like 5 years. The Magic are young and really good. That's a good spot to look at. I'm not really touching this one because the Bears aren't. I had to. Pacers versus Hornets. Fucking Hornets suck, and the Pacers are on an absolute heater. What else we got? Thunder, Raptors. Thunder are one of the best teams in the league. I'm not touching the Heat Clippers game, even though I think the Clippers will win. The Heat are kind of like in that late stretch season where Jimmy Butler goes crazy. Timberwolves, Rockets. That's a blowout. Bucks, Jazz is going to be closer, but the Bucks are nasty. And then the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. There's a lot of stuff to exploit tonight. If I had to give you a 3-leg to like just double up a couple dollars, I'd give you Suns, Wizards, Nuggets, Trailblazers, and Pacers, Hornets. There's no shot that any of those teams possibly can beat them, and they all need wins. We're getting closer down to the season, so these games matter. They're not just going to come out there and do nothing. So that's one thing I wanted to speak on. Dan, did you place any of the ones? I sent you a notes yesterday of like just those games because there's a 3:30 game, so I just want to check out what I have placed and not.
Yeah, I put all the ones that you told me to hit yesterday and the day before I hit.
Trying to see what I got for tonight because one of those games starts at 3:30.
Yeah.
God, seeing those fucking zeros on my account is incredible. Yep. It's fucking incredible. Guys, I started sports betting with $100. I was like, whatever. Don't got a job right now. $100. Throw it in. I own some businesses and some other shit, but let me see what I have for tonight. I have a fuck around ticket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-leg ticket for $7 to win 80. And then my actual ticket is 3 legs. It's Pacers, Suns, Thunder. And then I might do let me see. Let's just check the odds real quick. Dan, I would lock in something right now while you can't because these games are about to start.
I'm locking. As we're talking here.
And I think there's some NHL back tonight, but honestly, I'm not betting on any of them because some people are on vacation. Some people are at the All-Star game doing a bunch.
They're already back?
Movie. Yeah, they got 2 games tonight, Rangers and
wow, that's quick.
Yeah, Rangers, Maple Leafs, and then somebody else. Another game. Pacers. If you did, because I have not locked this in yet, odds got to be fucked. Yeah, minus 201. Suns, Pacers, Blazers. 20 to get a return of 30, which means I'd win 10.
That doesn't seem like a fun bet at all.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna add an extra. That literally though. That's why I have like that 8-legger because I'm like these odds suck. I want you to see if there's one I can throw in that'd be like because there's Raptors, Thunder. I'm going Raptors, Thunder, Timberwolves, Rockets.
I'll take the Magic.
Yeah, Magic.
Plus 106.
Plus 106. I see it. Yeah, run that for real. And then hold on, who's one more matchup that I like? Timberwolves.
I can't believe they're already playing fucking hockey. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Fuck him. At least Kucherov gets to fucking get off his ass and actually try. Who's worse, the Rockets or the Raptors? Wait, Raptors are 12th, 17 and 31. Rockets are 23. All right, so the Raptors suck. I'm going Thunder. Okay, see? Yeah, what was the odd? What were your odds? They're plus 160.
Yeah.
I added the Thunder, and my odd went from 160 to 162. All right, I'm just gonna lock in that for fucking. Yeah, throw Fody on it. That sounds nice. I'm confident in that one.
Dude, we love the energy from you today, buddy. You
Yeah,
are fucking energetic
fantastic.
as fuck, dude.
Listen, like, so do you want to enlighten me on unit size measurements? Because so say like I got 1,000 in my BOV, and my unit size, is that based on my personal preference? That's based on the amount of change I have.
Usually they say it's like 10% of your full bankroll there.
So 10%
if you
of
have
1,000 would be 100.
Yeah.
So I just threw under half of my one of my units.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
0.4 units.
The biggest bet I've ever placed was, I think, $60. No, it was gonna be if I placed one yesterday. It was wait a minute, I gotta look at that clip. Remember I asked you, I was like, Dan, should I throw 60 on this? And you were like, no. I wonder if that hit. I think I gotta check that out.
No, because you put the
Raptors
on that one. No, you put the Raptors on that one.
The Raptors win?
No,
Raptors
they
got
got shelled. No,
Raptors,
it was
no, I would never.
2 days ago. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. You said, put the Raptors on there, or Rockets, or whatever.
I think
one of the two, and they got shelled by like 30.
I might have been. It might have been. Okay, yeah, it was probably the Raptors. So thank you for sparing me.
I saved you.
You did. You saved me. I think there was one night where you talked. You were like talking yourself out of a Jack Eichel bet, and I was like, Dan, take your petty bias out of the bet. And you were like, you know what? You talked me into it, and then it hit, and I was very happy about that. So you wanted to ride that under so bad.
It hurts my heart when I have to bet that cocksucker.
I know.
It just hurts me.
Well, lucky for you, he's hurt, and he's not going to play for a while.
I don't wish him any fucking injury. Jesus Christ, man.
I got a clip for some basketball tonight. If you want to narrate over, you got to unmute your mic. But I'm just going to see what this dude said. I downloaded it, and I just wanted to see what he said.
These are the only 3 NBA bets you need to take if you want to win on Sunday. We've swept in 4 of the last 6 videos. Let's do it again today. With the first pick, we're taking Nikola Jokic over 8.5 assists. Not sure why they're giving us this line again, but I'll take free money. Jokic averages 9.7 assists per game at home this season, and now has a solid matchup against the Blazers where he's over this line in 6 straight games. Not to mention he played them 2 days ago and dropped 12 assists. This should be sweat free. I love the spot for Jokic tonight. With the second pick, we're taking Kawhi Leonard under 27.5 points. Kawhi averages 25.7 points per game on the road this season, and now has a brutal matchup against the Miami Heat, who absolutely shut down number 1 options. It's turning into a system play to fade number 1 options against the Miami Heat. I love the spot for Kawhi to go under. With the final pick, we're taking Scotty Barnes under 13.5 rebounds and assists. Scotty's under this line in 14 of his last 16 games this season. It now faces the Oklahoma City Thunder, who allow the 10th least rebounds and 3rd least assists to opposing small forwards. Not to mention Toronto's getting a few players back from injury. I love the spot to fade Scotty tonight. Those are my 3 best bets for today. Come back to this video when we go 3-0, and be sure to hit that follow button for more NBA plays.
Is that
I don't know. It sounds like not reverse Kermit. Sounds like something. Yeah, he sounds kind of odd. That's my first.
That sounds like a 15-year-old kid. That's what
I like the Jokic one.
You're like, this kid's got some fucking ideas.
He's got something.
I'd be really fucking sketched out about listening to that dude. He sounds like a 13-year-old boy. So
there's something about with some highlights. There's something about highlights that makes it more convincing. I got out of highlights to our clips. I'm like, wait a minute, that is Scotty Barnes. And look, he got an open layup.
And then he says, "Take him under," and he's just got clips of Scotty yamming it,
throwing it down.
Take him under for everything. He's just
there's something about people getting on the internet and just yelling out like listen, we come on here and we talk about what we're doing. We talk about what we're doing and what we like.
But at least we sound like grown men,
Yes.
like with like actual statistics and shit like that, not like a 14-year-old. Like,
nah, but he said Scotty has only hit him has not hit this line 14 out of 16, and then he used the OKC fucking stats, and then the Jokic one at 8.5. He had 14 against him last time, and he what was it, assists and rebounds? Or was it just assists?
No, it was just assists for Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic fucking just all he does is he holds the ball right here and he goes and just wings these crazy fucking assists.
I never thought he would be able to do it, but that fucking dude won a championship like that.
Yeah, fucking.
He's unstoppable. That fucking dude is unstoppable.
He's like it's crazy.
The
most awkward basketball player, like all-star player I've ever seen in my life.
Everything though, dude. Everything.
He shoots, dude. When I started growing up, when I lived next to you, so like I was so short I could never shoot a basketball, so I'd always fucking hook it. And then so as I got older and started hooping, like I'm kind of nice at hooping now. But I started shooting like this. I'd have the ball and I'd go like this. And I'd shoot from the top of the back of my head like that. And all the kids, especially the ones that like they really hoop like that, they'd be like, "Yo, bro, your shit's broken." And they would go in sometimes. And so I literally took a lot of effort down at the court to be able to like work out the mechanics of being able to push it in front of my face because I was always so short. That's just how my shot formed. But then I watched an NBA game and I looked at Nikola Jokic shooting a basketball and I was like, you know what? My shit wasn't broken. I just didn't understand, but also I'm not 7.
You went into the fucking lab and changed your jumper like you're fucking Luka Doncic or something.
No, I
like
did.
That.
No, Dan,
Dude,
no shit.
Wait, hold on. My one thing about a fucking like a jump shot, buddy, everybody does it differently. Like it's whatever works for you. I have like not the nicest shot, but it goes in. I mean, you've seen it. It goes in.
Yeah, it's butter.
It goes in.
That shit's butter. He throws it from. He has it like a layup, and so if I was on Prize Picks, it'd hit, and he throws it from the back of his knee, and he spins like fucking Jason Williams. Listen, I don't know what he does, but it goes in every time. And the funniest shit is my older brother Kevin
move like that ever.
My older brother Kevin can't fucking ever play like any sport. Respectfully, no diss to him, but he would no joke pull out the granny shots like from between his legs. I'd be like, Kev, don't do that in front of other people. Don't do that in front of other people. He's like, what the fuck, dude? I fucking don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, it's a sphere. You have to put through a circle. It's really not that hard. And you're also like,
he's so coordinated in like every single way, but like sports coordination is just so beyond him. He just doesn't even understand.
I think sports ruined my ability to dance.
No, dude, sports is supposed to make it better, I thought.
No, do you want to know why?
Why?
Because in sports you're so focused on every mechanic being a certain way so that like it's correct. So it's like very strategic. And in when you dance, it's gotta be loose. And I just can't be loose because I'm sitting there working on my jumper and I'm like, all right, elbow in. I'm like, okay, and then it's like it's the form and it's like and it's all very strategic and mechanic. And then when you're like, oh, let's go to the club and dance, and I'm out there and I'm like, this is all I can do at the club. This is my whole shit. Ready? This is my whole shit. Whatever song's on, all you follow is the bass line. You take your arms, you just cross them, you go. That's all you got to do at the club. If you don't know how to dance, I just laid you up something. No, but seriously, like it got so bad one night. I tried the Cat Williams and it did not work out. The Cat Williams shit. Because I'm like, wait a minute, at least I know sports. Where he's like looking down the lane and he's like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's tough when you're an athlete because it's just the coordination of like strategic and how you move is in my blood. But dude, Kevin is like, that's why it's funny you brought up because Kev can't do either. So if Kevin can't like if it's like if all he has to do is go to the gym and just do like gym workout like moves, just be like. Like literally, that's the only thing he could possibly do. But yeah, sports like Dan. Can you know what's funny? Mark can move his ass off. Mark dances like he's from like a different like nation.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm a solid dancer. I feel like
Dan gets out there and he busts a move. And when those
Yeah, I can
parlays
get-
hit, you walk in his living room, he's in there just
So I'm
butt ass naked.
surprisingly like rhythmic for a fat white guy.
Like Footloose?
I'm not like fucking breakdancing, but I'm on beat. Let's just call it that. I'm on beat.
Just
I
say
feel
he's
like I
on
can
beat.
really get into it.
It's probably just the beard.
It might be the beard.
It's the beard, I think. All right, so to segue away from our dancing topic, which I never thought we'd talk about on the show. So you got some NASCAR. So tell me what happened with last night's race. So where was the race first off?
So they've been doing this thing. I think this is the second or third year they've done it, but they go out to the Coliseum in LA. It's a big open door like football stadium or whatever. I think USC used to play there or does play there or whatever the fuck. The Rams used to play there and shit. They go out to the Coliseum, set up like a really short track. I think it's like a quarter-mile track, and they do like short track racing. It's pretty thrilling or whatever the fuck. So they were supposed to go today, but they ended up going yesterday because of rain in Southern California today and tomorrow and Tuesday or whatever the fuck. So we unfortunately all the positions that we had got refunded because they ran the race a fucking day earlier. So it was mainly just watching, but
would they have hit though?
No, they wouldn't have hit. Denny Hamlin came out. We got to actually we're gonna need to fucking like really get you into this shit.
I know Denny Hamlin though. This is one thing I will say before we really get it. Like on speaking on getting me into it is that I know more about NASCAR than baseball, and I know good drivers. But the only thing is that I need to be brought up to speed right now. Like good hockey players, but you don't know. Yeah. At this stage in their career or whatever team they're on, like how they're doing and how like they're ranked. So that's kind of like I know Denny Hamlin, I know fucking Joey Logano, I know fucking Truex Jr., I know a good amount of racers. I just need to know who's top dogs right now.
Okay, so this actually it's funny because this race has been like a precursor to who's going to do really well in the season. Mm-hmm. So Denny Hamlin pulled it out yesterday. He looked really dominant. If that's a sign, I mean, he has on record already of saying, and this was at the end of last year, that this year he's going to win the championship. So he came out, really set the fucking tone. Logano won this race 2 years ago before he won the championship. And last year, I forget who won it, but he won several races after that. So we really, or Martin Truex Jr. won it last year. Mm-hmm. And he won about 8 races last year and fucking won the regular season award.
Okay.
Seriously? Oh my god. Come in and get it. Anyway, so
you're good.
Yeah, so this is a good precursor for Hamlin. I really think we're gonna see a good year from him. The two guys that I picked didn't do well at all. Chase Elliott. Go scroll up. I had Austin Dillon, and I had Briscoe at 7th.
7.
I don't even think fucking Dillon hit the final field, but Chase Elliott didn't finish. He got crashed out.
Damn. Yes, that's one thing that's like I didn't even think about in betting NASCAR. Like if your car wrecks, you're cooked.
Yeah, but we have good luck with that. We usually are on the right side. But
how old's Logano now?
Logano's getting up there, buddy. I think he's 35, 37, something like that.
And then fucking like Busch and Keselowski got to be up there.
Yeah, Keselowski's he's up there. Busch is up there. Those guys are coming towards the end of their careers. Yeah, but it was a good race. Honestly, you kind of expect to see certain people up front, and they were up front. But yeah, we're going to be looking at Denny Hamlin all year this year because this is a good indication of how well he's going to do everywhere else.
When's the next race?
Go hit the next one here. Hit that little hit Bluegrass. Thursday, February 15th.
Okay, and then we got Blue Green.
Yeah, that's another
Daytona
one.
500. When are they coming to Charlotte?
Much later.
Yeah,
July.
Much later,
yeah, July or some shit like that.
Yeah, dude. There's a track somewhere up near me that I know of. I forget what it's called though.
Oh, it's fuck. What is it?
It's in Maine or New Hampshire or
It's
Rhode
in New
Island.
Hampshire.
New
It's in New
Hampshire.
Hampshire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Um,
close to you though. I think they have one in Connecticut. I'm almost positive they do.
do they?
I'm almost positive.
Kansas City, Darlington. It might be Darlington. Where's Darlington?
No, Darlington's down south in South Carolina.
Wilkesboro, Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah, May 26th.
Damn it. You know, I remember every time like being a kid, like driving near the Speedway. Just the
Yeah, isn't it?
egregious amounts of Confederate flags and like dudes with spit cups. And I went to a couple races down there. They're a lot of fucking fun. They're a lot of fucking fun.
They are fun as fuck. Bristol.
That's what it was?
No, that's Tennessee. I lost. I'm sorry.
Whatever. Fuck it. You know, NASCAR doesn't really matter now. I'm just fucking.
You motherfucker.
I know. I'm just fucking.
Good race though. So we got 2 weeks to prep. I think. So this next week will obviously be dedicated to football, like it should be, because we got a big game coming up. And then that next week after that, we'll gear up and have the Admiral on to talk like a nice little breakdown.
Yeah, that'll be fucking dope. I enjoy when he comes on, and I can actually conversate with y'all on this one because you're talking college football, and I was just like,
we're next year by next year when college football starts, we're gonna get you into this shit.
You got to, because like it would, like Danny, I was sitting there like on the sidelines, and like I felt Kevin's pain because Kevin's always telling me, he's like, I listen to y'all and it sounds like you're speaking a different language. And I was listening to you guys, and you're like the Gobstopper Bowl with you know, oh dude, there's this actually no, I'll save that because I don't even know if I can say it on stream. But there's this, have you heard about that kid coming in that just he just committed to a certain school and he's got a really fucked up last name?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you got to see what the announcement going to do about that.
You got to do a cut. It's Kanega.
That's how you say it.
That's how you're supposed to say it, I guess.
Okay, well, it's gonna come into a fucking nasty fucking play where no one expects it, and it's gonna catch him off guard.
Can you dude, when his jersey comes out, dude, there's gonna be so many people wearing that fucking jersey, dog. If I was him, I'd start spitting out fucking jerseys with that last name on it as soon as possible, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good one. What number would you pair with that last name?
13. What? I don't know why 13 came up like right away.
I don't know what position he is. I think he plays like wide receiver or something.
He plays basketball and football.
Damn, it's one of those like fucking multiple star recruits.
He's good, man. He's good. He's supposed to be pretty good. But by the next time, the next go around, you'll be into all this shit, and we'll actually have some shit to talk about.
So, dude, we cover all the bases. No, what?
The goal right now is just to get you fucking stoked about NASCAR. That's it.
Okay. All right, cool. And listen, the goal for me is to get you stoked, like super stoked on fantasy football. So, because like that's where like a lot of viewers come in, and that's where like a lot of people come in, and that's where like great conversation in the comment section goes on. Because, dude, like I'm just gonna tell you one thing. I don't know if it's because I'm competitive or if it's because I'm a nerd or because I wanted money. But every day while I was at fucking working at Amazon or doing anything, all I would do is the entire day from start to finish is listen to podcasts about it, live streams, trade videos, free agency waiver wire videos. That's all I would listen to from morning to night, and I would just spam trades to everyone in my league. But dude, it's like the amount of people that were there with me was absolutely insane. So we're gonna have to dedicate a couple episodes like completely just to fantasy when fantasy rolls around, especially draft time. Yeah, especially draft time's gonna be so fire.
Yeah, I'm ready, buddy. Yeah, we did good enough on those props this year that we'll fucking have some good shit for fantasy, I feel like.
And then we get cross promote. Literally, people come in looking for fantasy, they find the sports betting. People come in for sports betting, find the fantasy, and it's just a beautiful blend of everything. And then you're like, hey, by the way, we were really good at hockey. I'm just gonna pull up Prize Picks before we wrap up because I think we're pretty much covered everything we wanted to talk about today. But I want to see what the NHL has tonight for shots. Today's board. Let's see. Add to stage. All right, what do we got? Come on, Prize Picks. Let's go. All right. And they don't have them up. They do not have them up. All right. Well, we're going for Apex Legends today. We're going to take reps with over 4.
Scroll back. They don't have any NHL?
No NHL. What do they got for NBA? This is a shit show. Hold on. Let me see what they got for the Heat, because I mean, like I really know the Heat well, so I'm just gonna look at them first. Bam for 17. God, I love Bam Adebayo. Where's my boy Himmy? There he is. God, he's so beautiful, just like said, you know.
What is that fucking photo?
You never saw this?
Why is that his photo, dude?
You don't know Emo Jimmy?
Fuck. Oh my god, dude.
Wait, you didn't see this? Hold on. What his last year photo was? Hold on.
This is fucking absurd. Why is that his photo?
You didn't see him last year? Hold on.
No, what? What the fuck?
That's what he had last year.
Yo, what the fuck is this? That's crazy.
So it's funny you didn't hear about that. So Jimmy liked wearing these headbands that were they were NBA headbands, and in the back you tie them like a fucking like a ninja. And so he liked wearing them, and then the NBA like came down hard on him. They're like, "You can't wear these. I can't believe you think it was so unprofessional." Da 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 da. You think you can wear these in your like pregame pictures, and like your advertisement pictures? And basically, what these are is their headshots for the season. That's like their advertisement pictures, whatever the case may be. And so for the last 2 years, he's came into every media day with a different fucked up hairstyle and a fucked up way of looking to get back at the NBA. So the year before was the dreads. The year before he came into media day like this. And then last year this year he came in with fake piercings, mascara, painted nails, and he blew his hair out for the pictures to say fuck you to the NBA. Yeah.
Yo, I love that. Good for him, man.
Yeah, he's
what the fuck? He looks
pretty
insane.
Savage. Next year, I don't even know what the fuck he's gonna do, but
I love that he's such a dick, dude. Just respect.
I love
Jimmy Butler.
the culture of Jimmy Butler. Yeah, so I'm gonna take Jimmy over 20.5 points tonight. I'm feeling that heavy, and he's also hit it 1, 2, 3, 4 out of his last 5 games. And it's Jimmy season. Once you get into February, Jimmy's like, okay, time to play basketball. Yeah, that's bad. Where's Tyler? Hey, we just got Rozier too. That'll be pretty good. But I think that's for today, guys. We're kind of like short-staffed with football, waiting to get into the Super Bowl, and then after that, we're gonna have a lot of game plan shit planned for when football is no longer. We're gonna be really big into basketball, really big into hockey. I'd like to talk about one day other fantasy like sports. Not saying we should get into them, but I just want to really I don't understand any of them. I think I played fantasy hockey once like years ago. It is so weird. There's fantasy MMA scores. I don't know if there's fantasy MMA. It's fucking weird.
There's like more for the daily fantasy shit for scores for MMA, but yeah, that's the only other one I can get into. This fucking like basketball shit, it's too complicated for me.
There's too many games. You got to set a fucking lineup every night.
That's what I'm saying. I think you said it like weekly still, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But yeah, this has been Degen Fantasy, guys. We are doing a massive group fucking Super Bowl stream on Saturday. We're going to have some fucking food, some chips. You can't have any because we're on the internet, but we're going to be well, okay? And we're going to talk with a good amount of guests about the Super Bowl coming up, their thoughts, talk topics, bring them some clips to react to. Probably a lot of clips so we can get their thoughts on a lot of stuff. And then probably going to like build out and finalize our picks that day too and hear what they got to say, because this is where this is where the fucking butter meets the pan.
This is where the butter meets the pan.
And I really couldn't think of something to say, so I made a new one, and I think it's pretty fire. I'm going to start using that. That's a great one. Oh,
This is where the butter meets the goddamn pan, everybody. Just remember it. Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on your business card.
I
The
just
butter meets
coined
the fucking pan.
I just coined that. Man, you're so lucky that's not nicknameable. All right, have another one. It's been your boy, Rocky Prop, Rookie Bets, Reverse Kermit, Rocky Bobby. Fucking, you know how I do. Listen, the butter meets the pan this Sunday for the Super Bowl. Good double down, Dan.
Taking Jesus Christ.